Good evening. I want to thank all of you for coming to our first night of a new activity for our Monday nights, when we usually tell stories about our residents. This is a game called What's in the Bag, and we're going to get some more information on that. But this is in the same genre as our other Monday night activities about getting to know our neighbors. So, should I tell them what the game's about?
In time.
Oh, not yet. Okay, Harvey. This is dress rehearsal. You're all part of dress rehearsal. We are dressed, yeah, and a couple of the costumes I need to tweak a bit. Harvey's going to tell us the history of this game, and then we're going to go from there.
Okay. I first learned about What's in the Bag years and years ago, and it was a program that was done in public schools for kids in kindergarten, first grade, and when it called for second grade. And the way the game worked there is there were bags, and the teacher put flashcards with pictures on them. And the kids would come and take a flashcard out of the bag, try and identify what it was. It could be a fish, a horse, an airplane, whatever. And if they were able to spell it, that was a part of the game. Well, this one was a little different. So, flash forward like 40 years. Yolanda and I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, to a retirement. Hey, Willie. And we moved into a retirement community there. I immediately got involved in their communications programs and their program development and in video production. And they were looking for a game that residents could participate in. And I don't know how I pulled What's in the Bag out of my memory bank, but there it was. But I knew that most of the people there would be able to identify what's on the flashcard, so we couldn't use that same program, because these people were well beyond kindergarten. Well, most of them were anyhow. So I thought about how to change it, and what you're going to see tonight is the change. When Yolanda and I came here to the Carrington just a little over a year ago, Phil and I were talking one day, and I told him about this program. And he said, yeah, that sounds really neat. I said, yeah, but that was for television. I said, we need to adapt it for a live audience. And we kicked around some ideas, and the ideas all culminated in tonight. So at this point, Kay is going to tell you what this What's in the Bag program is like, and then Phil will take you beyond that.
Okay, tonight we have some of our neighbors who have brought items from their homes. Evan knows what they brought, but we're going to try to guess what it is. So, and then after everybody's had a chance to ask questions to get clues on what's in the bag, we'll let you decide with your team what you think is in the bag. And then after all three teams have voted, we'll find out if we had a winner. So Phil is helping us tonight. He's our, what are you our, I don't know, are you our producer?
Yes.
He's
I'm the go-to guy. Oh, good, we're gonna have 4 groups.
No, we're gonna add on.
Oh, okay. There'll be some more coming. Okay. Here's how we've got it figured out how to work. We're going to give each group a pad to write down, And there's some suggested questions on the cards, the plastic cards that come with them. Each group will have 10 questions to ask. So, as we go through this, and after we get at the end of the first bag, after you get all of your questions, you come to a consensus and say what you think is in the bag. Now, I want each group to pick a spokesperson. That's the one who's going to get the bag and the list of questions. And you will write down what you think it is, and I will come around and then we'll ask you, what do you think's in the bag? And you are in competition with each other. Who's going to be the winner? We may have 4 winners tonight, each time. We don't know. That might be. We'll see. Anything in that?
We have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
Writing 10 questions down, correct?
No,
No, not writing 10 questions. You will ask 10 questions.
Does each group take a turn? They ask.
That's correct. Each group will have a turn. Each group will be individual.
So you decide on what you want to ask, you ask it, then it goes to the next.
Then it goes to the next group and so forth and so forth. So keep your ears open because you might ask 10 questions, they may ask 10 different questions, and so forth and so forth. So by the time you get over, you might have 40 different questions on what's in the bag.
But there's a cutoff time for each group.
There is a cutoff time for each group, and you only go as individuals,
only for what?
asking questions.
The group decides on a
That's a
question.
good question.
What you say?
Are there any hints?
No.
You're gonna give them any hints?
Oh, hints.
Animal, mineral,
You asked the question.
Yeah. Well, the hints will be like something, I will figure out something, but you'll probably find the hints right away by your questions.
One of the things that'll happen too is the person who has something in the bag will be up here to answer your questions. Okay?
Yeah.
And also, in terms of the questions that you ask, try not to ask, is it a toothbrush? Or is it a slipper? Or
Yeah.
whatever. You want to ask questions that will lead you to what it is.
Give us an example.
Like would I use toothpaste with this thing?
But don't scream,
Kuya,
toothbrush.
Asan ang play nito?
What? Okay. All right, so what I will do right now, give you a couple seconds to pick who is going to be your spokesperson to take care of that.
I have a bag of, I'm gonna be eggs. This shirt, this jacket.
Group B.
So these are just suggestions. But you can decide as to what it is. And then based on the information you get from that.
That's pretty gutsy. That's pretty gutsy. Okay, Group C. Who you got? Who's it gonna be?
Talk to each other, decide what the questions
That's correct.
are. Right here. No, it's up there.
Well, what's that there?
Okay.
Okay, you can look at them.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put 2 more people in with you guys. We're gonna put 2 more people in. Because they're not gonna be back with us.
Don't touch my gay because it makes
By the way, so that you know it, the three people up here, we do not know what's in the bag. Only the person presenting knows what's in the bag. Okay. Are we ready? What's the question?
Ask the questions are on the sheet. You're not limited to the questions that are on the sheet.
Yeah, let me say that. A good question. It was just asked, are you limited to the questions that are on the sheet? You are not.
May I say something?
Your hand, forwarding questions.
Listen to what the other groups ask, and based on their answer, that'll give you an idea of a question. If they ask, is it mineral, then don't you ask if it's mineral, if the response is no. You sort of have to listen to each other because it builds, it gives you information.
Absolutely.
Is that clear?
That's
good.
correct. Okay, so are we about ready now?
Okay, we're gonna have our first resident come up. Could you come around and introduce yourself?
My name is Mary Ann Dolan. I'm a resident, live on the 4th floor. Do you want to know any more? No. Be very careful with that.
I'm gonna be very careful with this.
If you're going to sit it here,
Guys,
sit
we're
it
gonna go over
quietly.
here and talk. You wanna talk to these folks?
Quietly. Thank you.
Okay. And instead of having all of your questions at one time, we're gonna have this group ask 5, 5, and 5, and then we'll come back 5, 5, and 5. 5 questions, yeah. Mhm, yeah. Because we don't have the timer. That's okay. I think we decided. Okay, yeah. They're just gonna ask 5 questions. I think so.
Okay.
So you're in on the ground floor tonight. As we go along, we might fine tune some of the rules. I like to change the rules. My kids always tell me I'm cheating when I change the rules. We got some questions over here.
Group A, have you decided upon a question?
Well, you said that you're changing the rules. What is that thing?
You don't want to do one question at a time for me to hear?
We could do that.
That might go
Marianne
faster.
thinks we might want to do one question.
Just
at
do
a
one
time.
question.
Okay.
That'll go along
What,
fast.
are you the spokesperson, Jackie?
Okay, Jackie, you have one question.
Just do one.
We're only allowed one. You want
Try this one. Here's one.
Jackie, you want to ask the first one?
Here. Okay. Okay, Group A is going to ask the first question.
Okay.
Is it fragile?
No. Group B,
What's it?
Is it something that we use every day in our life?
maybe.
Is it something you use every day?
Maybe.
Can you get it in a grocery store?
Sometimes.
Something to wear?
No.
Is it used
more or less by one sex
No,
over the other?
no. Little faster, please.
You're gonna have to make the whole difference at first, so it doesn't.
Is it from your childhood?
No. Good question.
Is it for cleaning?
No.
Have you touched it recently?
Have I what?
Touched it recently.
Have I done what?
Touched it!
Yes.
Did you say touch it recently?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't understand, it wasn't clear. No, yes, I have. I touched it recently.
Is it something that you have on your person?
No. It's in the bag, honey. I know, no.
This is the third question here.
Do you use it daily?
Sometimes.
Okay, who's that question here?
No, it's not medicinal.
Used on animals?
How often do you use this?
Sometimes more than others.
Is it weekly, monthly, yearly?
Who asked that?
I asked it because it wasn't a clear answer.
Oh, it wasn't a clear answer. Weekly, monthly, or daily, did you say?
Yes.
Is it used with sports?
Just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna give you a big hint. It depends upon the season.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it replaceable?
Yes.
Okay, you guys still?
You want to ask a question?
Is it,
Her question.
Pat's gonna ask.
does it have to be put in an electrical outlet?
Does it have to be put in an electrical outfit?
Does it have to be, oh, is it electric? No.
Spring, would you use it more in the spring and summer?
Yes.
Does it need water?
Yes.
Okay, you're working with your group, right?
Do you wear it when you're swimming?
No.
I guess that's fine.
No.
Is it a plant?
No.
Okay. Oh, Jack.
Is it living?
No. Pat wants to ask.
Is it
One of a kind.
No. Well,
well, it either is or it isn't.
no, not necessarily.
Is it artistic?
I'd have to say,
Hold the question, please. We're on one here.
is it one of a kind? No, not necessarily.
Is it artistic?
No.
Is it larger than a Kleenex box?
Oh, yes.
Here.
Is it like a hose?
Wait. You got a question?
Like a hose containing?
Like a.
Is it a hose? No, it's not a hose.
Like a container kind of thing.
Yes.
It's their turn.
Is it used during the day?
Yes. But it can be used anytime.
Do you carry it with you?
Not all the time.
Does it need batteries?
No.
It doesn't make noise?
No.
Okay, let's ask one more question per group and then we'll guess.
Is it a bottle?
How much?
Is it a bottle?
Is it a boat?
A bottle. B-O-T-T-L-E.
A bottle? No.
Is it,
Okay.
is it a metal container?
Yes.
Do you usually, do I get a free guess yet, or?
No, you
Okay.
we're still asking questions right now.
Okay,
And then
a
your team,
question.
your team will get a guess.
Do you put water into it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Can I ask,
Mhm.
is it a watering can?
Yes. It is my 54-year-old watering can that my husband gave to me. He went on a fishing trip to Arkansas. And what I got for allowing him to go on a fishing trip was a watering can.
Can we see the watering can?
You gotta trust her. Oh.
And it has traveled a lot. And I have a blossom coming out of it. Very good question. Good. I'll give you the flower.
Great. It didn't work exactly like we talked about. No, that's okay. Okay. I think we might have another resident.
Lesson learned.
Students, stuff.
We should
Oh.
make them aware of what we do.
Right. How many people were close to a watering can besides them? Okay. Okay, here's the problem with that.
Keep her this bag.
We're brand new, so we got away with it. We would not let you guess what it is without asking another question. After that, we would have went around and had each group decide final guess. Okay, so that's our first mistake tonight, and that's Harvey's fault.
So do we have another resident? Melanie? Can you tell us, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure, I need some mic. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, okay. Hi. Hi, my name is Melanie. I live on the third floor. I've been here for 2 years. I've moved in here originally with my husband. And I'm anxious for you to try to figure out what I have in the bag. So let's start with group number.
Oh, wait, excuse me. Just a minute. Hello, this is Kay. Who? Oh, just a minute. Is there a Pat O'Donnell here? Oh, it's for you.
None of this is rehearsed, by the way.
Of course not.
Hi, this is Pat.
Hi, this is Pat. What? I thought you were home doing the laundry. Where are you? Oh my God, I thought you were then going to do errands after you did the laundry. You're at the grocery store. You want to know where the Progresso soup is? For gosh sakes, look at the signs. Well, as long as you're there, let's get everything on the list. What? You didn't bring the list. Well, why would you bother to go to the grocery store, for gosh sakes? You forgot. Don't you remember what I used to tell the kids? Forget is an excuse for not remembering, for gosh sakes. Oh, well, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. You'll have to get the groceries. What, you really don't know how? Didn't your mother teach you anything? You don't know how to do the laundry, you don't know how to make the bed, you don't know how to set the table, you don't know how to do dishes. There must be something that you knew how to do. Well, then you just have to figure out what we needed at the house. No, I'm not going to go with you later on today. If you messed it up, you're going to just have to figure out what we needed. Yeah? Yes. You went and got the stamps. You didn't get the stamps. You mailed the package and didn't get the stamps? Oh my God, Phil, what can I do with you? I may as well do them myself. Oh no, I'm going to have the girls do it. If you can't do it right, then the girls will have to do it. No, I'm not angry with you. Yes, I still love you. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I'll be finished playing bridge at 12:30. You'll get back then? Oh, you're going to the thrift shop to look for movies. Well, that's what you intended to do from the beginning. If you don't bring the list, what can you do? I'll see you later and we'll have to start all over again. I love you. I don't know what you called for, but I love you. Bye, Phil.
The following documentation has been presented to you by the American Society of, oh my gosh.
Very well done. All right, so we start with A.
Mm-hmm.
Group A.
Sorry. I had to go over that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, Levine's doing it, okay. You got me 10 more steps here.
Can it be used every day?
Yes.
What is the purpose of the clothespin?
Well, that's just so that no one else goes into the bag to look to see what's in it.
That won't count as a question.
That doesn't count.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
No. So we're on C over there. C.
Is it health related?
No.
Is it fragile?
No, it's not fragile.
That wasn't.
Well, because it's not fragile.
It may not be fragile, but can it break?
I assumed it could.
Would we all have something like this?
No.
We did
Can you read?
Oh, I'll be glad to repeat it. The question was, could we all have something like this? The answer is no.
Is it heavy?
No. Oh, I like this. I can say no.
Can you use it every day?
Could you use it every day? Yes.
Is it used more by man or woman?
Is it used more by a man or a woman?
By a man.
Is it electric?
No. We want Phil to get his steps in.
You're doing that
I'm
fine.
trying.
Would you say it's usually used every day then, or did you answer that?
I didn't say it was usually used. The question was, could it be used
Oh.
every day?
Is it used every day?
Not necessarily.
I see.
Does it use batteries?
I'm sorry.
Does it use batteries?
No.
Anybody?
Is it used for shaving?
No.
Is it an heirloom item?
No.
Do you have more than one of these?
Do
You have more than one.
Yes. Yes.
Is it an heirloom? She said no. Oh, she said yes.
Are you out of questions?
What did you say yes to?
What did I say yes to? What was your question?
You're more than one.
Do I have more than one? Yes.
Okay.
Is it razor blades? No.
We can't ask.
You can't ask what the actual item is. The answer was no about the shaving. We're counting. He's got it on his phone. How many steps he's taking? Oh, come on. Think. Yeah?
Did you use it today?
No.
Is this item specific to your husband? Or was this item specific to your husband?
Yes.
Let's have two more questions from each.
Two more questions from each group.
Money in it?
No, we do not put money in it.
Well, that's one.
Is it used to keep time?
No.
Do you have more than one of these?
I have more than one.
Last question.
Is it suspenders?
You can't ask the actual item.
Does it hold your pants up?
No. Good question, because you know Harry.
Yes.
That's not fair. She knows it very well.
You know what?
I missed Wayne, and he was next. I just remember to hear. Go ahead, ask him.
It's needed by Pete. Couple. It's needed by a Pete couple.
Is it needed by a couple?
Is it needed by a couple? No.
Is it specifically on one part, use it specifically in one part of your body?
Yes. Excellent question.
Did you hear the question?
Is it
Did
used?
everybody hear that question?
Is it used on a particular part of your body? Yes. Sorry? sorry.
Hold on to your direct questions.
Is it made of metal?
Is it made of metal?
Yes, part of it.
Okay, that's the end of the questions now. Together,
Each of you are to come up, you're supposed to get together in a group, think what it is, and then we'll ask if you know the answer.
Okay, come up with your answer, and we're not gonna tell you until we've heard from all three groups. You gotta guess, okay, all right.
do you guys have a guest here too?
They're talking.
Hold it to yourself if you have a guest.
Well, they're gonna discuss it. Oh, okay. I think that was over there, okay.
Don't do any good. He's got it sealed up pretty well.
Okay, you're coming up with your guess? You got your guess? Okay.
I didn't make it easy for anyone.
Write yours down. No, you're not Bridget. Oh, okay. Do we have, just write your guess down.
If you write your guess down, then we can take it off there.
We can move forward.
Correct.
Are you guys okay over there?
All right.
Okay.
Let's start with A.
Who's gonna talk? Who's gonna say? What it- Bolo.
You mean the time?
Bolo was the answer. Correct.
Wait.
But you didn't guess that. You didn't guess that. And the only reason that A got it is because they've known Harry for 25 years. So they had an advantage.
Did they guess it over there?
Of course not.
No.
All right, so there's. Okay, so there's a story behind these. These are just a couple. My husband was told as a young man that he must always wear ties. So every year, almost every year, after we were married, I spent 2 weeks in Scottsdale playing tennis with my friends. And I would go shopping. So for about 20 years, I would bring back bolos. And these are a sample. I'll be glad to pass them out. Please be careful with them. They are sterling and etc. and they run quite a bit of money. So I would surprise him every year with these bolos.
After how many years was he not surprised?
Oh, he wasn't surprised. I think he almost expected them when I would come back. But this is just a sample. I have a closet full on hooks, and he literally lived in them. Most pictures will show you Harry with his plaid shirt and a bolo. So I'll be glad to pass them.
It's almost kind of like the same thing that your wife knows that you leave the apartment without the shopping list, things like that, right? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, I think we might have another one.
Do we have time for one more?
I think we have time for one more.
Okay.
You want to, is there somebody here who wants to share? We're going to save her to start the next time.
Okay, we got 2 bags up here. Here comes Willie. Okay. That's Trudy's. This is Willie. This is Willie over here.
They're all handmade.
You always late.
it's a little bit wet. Could you tell us your name and something about you?
Hello, my name is Willie Nowlin. I've been here 6 months, and I am a former, what am I a former? They're coming to get you, Barbara. I am a former musician and medical ORT, among other things, and a Korean veteran. And a musician. Try that now. Okay. I have a big bag inside of a little bag, or a little bag inside of a big bag.
Okay.
And I won't tell you anything about it.
We are ready to ask questions, okay?
Okay?
All right, we will start with Group A. Here.
Does it have anything to do with the animals?
Does it have anything to do with the animals?
No.
Which part of the lives you've talked about is it from?
Both. I didn't hear that.
This is from North Carolina.
No.
She asked if it was from North Carolina.
Is it fragile?
Is it fragile? Is it fragile?
No.
Is it a personal item?
You could say so.
Are they going, did they ask right there?
Is it from World War II?
No.
Anything to do with music?
Yes.
Here.
Is it a musical instrument?
No.
Does it involve paper?
No.
Well, is it, where you play recordings on it, records?
No.
Is it vinyl?
No.
Is it an instrument, a musical instrument?
No.
Is there a picture of what this is?
No.
The question was, is it a picture of what it is?
Can you wear it?
Pardon?
Can you wear it?
Yes.
Is it a whistle?
No.
Can you blow it?
No.
Is it something you've written in music?
Say again?
Is it something you've written in music?
No.
You can wear it.
Is it handmade?
Is it handmade?
Yes.
Does it have, do you use your fingers with it?
No.
Okay, this is the last question.
Is it material?
Fabric.
Yes.
This one.
Is it from an organization?
Is it from an organization?
No.
Is it something that you would wear on a special occasion?
Yes.
Okay, get in your groups, discuss it. Now remember, everybody gets a guess. So if they guess it, don't even say anything until we go in there, okay?
Okay.
Are we ready? Okay, group A. Just say what your guess is. He's not gonna say yes or no. Just say what your guess is.
Has to wear a banner of some sort? That's a question. Oh, yes. Yes, is it a banner? This is a musical banner.
If they're saying it's a musical banner, okay. B.
It's a cowboy hat.
If they're saying it's a cowboy hat,
Sash.
they're saying it's a sash, which is kind of like a banner, I think, here, what she's talking about. Good. Louis, what is it?
Drum roll.
Oh gosh, what's happening?
Come on, where's the hat, Willie?
This is the first shirt for the first show. Turns on. This is the first hat, the first shirt for the first show we did for Playboy.
What?
Beautiful item.
What's the second thing you did for Playboy?
Silly.
You were partially alright for the hat. That's right.
Close but those very hard.
Yes.
See all of his hand.
Poor guy.
And get bigger, Will?
Now the slide, it won't slide open. You have to open. But
That feels like it's silk. Is it? Satin. It's satin.
But this is what it looked like.
What was that first song?
If I could listen like this, I'd do it.
What was the first song somebody asked?
The first song we did was New Skinner Blues.
They would like to do this
The
again.
second song we did was
Did they have
called
fun?
was called Cattle Call by Eddie Arnold. This is what the first shirt, this was a black outfit, black pants, a black hat, and this was the shirt that we wore on stage for the first show.
Pretty good. What year was that one?
This was 1980.
Very nice.
Look out, hotsy totsies, here we go.
Which,
I was gonna say.
Willie, which Playboy Club was that in?
We opened up in Denver, Colorado.
Denver.
And this is what the first outfit looked like. You got half of it right.
Okay, we want to thank everybody for coming tonight. And I have a little book right up here if you would like to help us get our next program started. And I think we're going to be in the rotation for Monday nights. Is that correct? Yeah. And we had 2 correct guesses, but they were incorrect in the procedure. Is that it?
Yeah.
We had a cruise tonight we were going to give to the winning team.
But what you forgot to tell you is that the people who are running it, they'll lose the cruise.
It was washed overboard. You got it. Thank you so much. This is great.
Thanks, Willie.